on the myth of Atlantis. Realize that the myth of Atlantis comes originates with the writings of Plato. And Plato was receiving some information from his uncle, whose name was Solon. Solon, who had traveled to Egypt, who was told the story of Atlantis by the, he said, by the Egyptian priests and priestesses, told Solon. Solon told Plato. Plato wrote about it. He wrote basically not very much about it. He just said, my uncle told me about the priests of Egypt. They said that there was an ancient culture before our current culture in Greece. And then all the books and all the movies that you see about Atlantis are based on this, essentially. A few paragraphs or a few pages, that Plato was writing. Essentially, if there is such a culture, it is believed to be the Minoan culture. The Minoans lived on an island that was just south of Greece, and they were actually part of Greek culture. They were part of ancient Greek culture. The time of Plato and the time of Socrates, Aristotle, this is called classical Greek. There was a period before the classical Greek culture in which the Minoan society was advanced. I talked about the African origins. They were actually strongly associated with ancient Egypt, and you see a lot in their iconography, and also many Egyptian artifacts have been found there as well. But what I'm getting at is that if there is such a culture, it is believed to be that one. Because that one predated the classical Greek culture and dated about the last from it. That culture was destroyed by a volcanic eruption at about 1400 BC or something like that. So there are no other records or archaeological evidences of any other Greek culture predating that one.
There is a section on African origins.
I think it's true.
Volume 2, or the complete volume in the middle section there, that talks about Atlantis.
Okay. And as far as Lemuria goes,
I have a question. I have quite a bit of lucid dreams at times, and they're quite intense, and to the point that I know I'm asleep, and I know my spouse is next to me, and it's like every week almost, and they're very intense, and I didn't know exactly where were they coming from, and were they coming from a place of me worrying and stress, or were they something else? And they haven't been bad dreams. They've been intense, and I'm not quite sure how to approach them.
Do you practice meditation?
Yes.
What kind of meditation?
Basic meditation, breathing, and visualization, and detachment, calmness, basic.
Well, I mean, what specific techniques of meditation do you practice?
It will probably be visualization meditation. About it. Very basic. I'm here to.
Okay. No, because what I'm getting at that visualization is not really visualization is like a stage, right, in the practice of meditation. But when we're speaking of meditation, we're talking about a specific discipline that allows you to reach a point transcending thought. And the reason why I started answering your question by asking about that is because when the mind starts to spontaneously push itself into lucid dreaming, it is because it does not have a proper outlet. It's for two reasons. It's because your personality is spiritually ready to have transcendental awareness, transcendental experience, to expand, in other words. And that's number one. Number two is that it's not having a proper outlet. Proper outlet should be in your meditative practice. And if you'll notice that if you do a proper meditative practice, the lucid dreaming will reduce because you'll have a proper outlet in the meditative practice itself. The lucid dreaming is a stage where you are aware, as far as everyone should know from good reading or whatever, is a point where you are aware of yourself as you may be aware of sort of the physical being, but also aware of yourself as a mental being, as an astral being as well. Or you may just be aware of the astral aspect without thinking too much of the physical aspect. The difference, though, of a lucid dream is that you are having a dream, but you know that you're having a dream. In meditative practice, you go perhaps even not perhaps you go a step further, because you're actually leading yourself to that, and you consciously know that you're leading yourself to that, to your complete control of your faculties, and you are aware of your expanding nature, and so on and so forth. In a lucid dream, you're not so aware or so in control, and so your expanded experience is going to be not fully enlightening, shall we say, because you're still caught up in the matrix of the dream itself, the dream process. So, what I would say is that you need to practice a more dynamic technique of meditation, so you can have that experience in a controlled fashion and in a more effective fashion. That's what needs to happen. So that's the number one thing, because your mind is ready to expand. And if you don't have proper outlet, it'll force an outlet. It'll force you to experience. And that's what most people experience that. But not most people who are ready at a certain level experience that, but they are, if they experience that, they tend to discount it. This is a dream, this is not reality, this is crazy, I don't want to think about it. Or they tell somebody, so, you're losing your mind, or you just go to a psychiatrist, take some Xanax, or take some Valium or something, or let's put you in a rubber room or something. So that's what I mean.